All right, so Martin was just telling us if a muscle isn't activated, it's dormant, the other muscles have to pick up the slack, and that's when you tear something. Tell us some of the movements for the hip.
Well, what I was just talking about was the adductor group of the leg, where with some of the guys right here, they're showing obvious signs that they're not able to activate it really well. Yet these are guys that squat, these guys deadlift, so they're building some of the bigger muscles, you know, so say the quads and the hammies and the glutes, they're building incredible strength in them and a lot of power, but then all of a sudden, there's certain muscles that are also still big muscles. The adductor group is a huge muscle group in the leg, but if you don't have the strength in there and you don't have the ability to coordinate or activate it really well, and then you do injure it, I found as a PT, just like areas of the foot or other areas of the body, the lower abdominals, when we get injuries there, all of a sudden people can't heal them up because they were never strong and never knew how to activate it in the first place. So what we were just talking about, whether you want to call it prehab or rehab or whatever else, in my warm-ups, which we've been experiencing, I'm always working on activating all these areas that we don't pay attention to. So it's almost, whether you want to call them pillars of the body or other things, like, man, how much neck training do you do? How much foot training do you do? How much groin and lower ab do you do? Because I'll tell you what, when you know, a lot of people have problems in those areas, and when they get problems in those areas, they stay with problems in those areas. Same thing, like the low back. If you got low back pain, the biggest thing is get your low back strong, because most things, what it shows is, if you got low back pain, usually the low back is weak. And if the low back is weak, what do? You don't do anything, you sit around and it makes it weaker, and then the low back pain never goes away. So, you know, it's just, and again, it's my opinion, doesn't mean it's the truth, it's a part of my philosophy, but it's worked for me and, you know, the 21 guys that have run 4.3 for me in the combine the last few years.